name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. With game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. VIP Sports Podcast, December 14th, 2015. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my partner in crime, the Big Skipper, a.k.a. the Chiropractor, a.k.a. Straighten them the fuck out. What's going on, brother?
Straighten them out, man. Just counting the days until my Christmas bonus.
Oh, that's a fact. And I'm not counting those days, like I said. No, I am. You've been working your ass off all year. You deserve every fucking penny of that fucking bonus,
That's
pal.
good, because my wife knows it's coming.
Oh, I bet she does. Hey, you fucking deserve it. Like I said, we've been kicking ass and taking names. Another day, another dollar over here at VIP Sports. Couldn't be any happier. Monday Night Madness. Have a beautiful show for these people today. Before we get into the show, Skip, why don't you tell these people how they can get a hold of us if they're ready to start making money?
Well, they are ready to start making money. And to start making money, all you have to do is pick up that telephone, 877-220-6540. You can go to Facebook. You can go to YouTube. You can go to iTunes. Go right to our website, VIP Sports Las Vegas, and spell out Las Vegas. VIPSportsLasVegas.com. There we have all shapes and sizes of packages, Steve.
It's a one-stop shop without any shadow of a doubt. VIP Sports Las Vegas, whether you're small or tall, whether you crawl or ball, there's a fucking package for you without any shadow of a doubt.
Whether you skim the top of the surface for the flies up on the top of the water, or whether you're down in the deep blue fucking waters underneath like a big whale, there's something for everybody there at VIPSportsLasVegas.com. You can go to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're at VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us. Leave your comments in, whatever the fuck you want to do. But the first thing you got to do is pick up the phone and call us at 877-220-6540 and let us start helping you fill your Christmas stocking.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm playing Santa Claus. I'm giving out gifts. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is a crucial time in the fucking year. Everybody needs a couple extra dollars. Everybody's looking to make money. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Fucking ho, motherfucker. Give me a call.
Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to give credit where credit is due, okay? I know you guys have been talking a lot of back and forth about me and Skipper's bet with the Golden State Warriors staying undefeated until Christmas. Everybody knows that we had a bet. It was my $5,000. Skip gave me 7-1 odds, which means if he lost the bet, he was paying me $35,000, and it was good odds for me. I had to take it. Unfortunately, the Golden State Warriors fall short 95-108 against the Milwaukee Bucks, who I don't give two fucks about, you sorry bastards.
I got to be honest with you. I didn't think it was going to be the Milwaukee Bucks game that was going to get me the money. However,
you thought Utah was going to do it. You thought every goddamn game was going to do it when you got money on it.
I thought maybe the Utah Jazz. I thought the Celtics had a shot. I also, I said the Phoenix Suns, when they come back off the road trip, they might stumble their first game back home.
Yeah, they can stumble up and eat a dick. They ain't stumbling up on me.
Well, it ended up happening their last game on the road trip up in Milwaukee. They just flat out got fired. I'd like to say that Klay Thompson, his injury to his ankle probably helped me. I think he was like 2 for 14.
Listen.
I think he was like 2 for 14 in that game. Iguodala from the Sixers.
Now you sound like a client.
Listen, he was 1 for 9. Iguodala with 20 minutes in the game. I mean, listen, when you're playing 20 minutes, you got to make more than one bucket, man.
Hear me out, bro. I'm not one of your clients. You don't have to explain the loss to me. I'm a big boy. I lost. You know what I mean? And I pay my motherfucking dues. I don't come with an excuse.
All right.
I appreciate you rubbing my back a little bit and telling me why I had a chance and should have won and this, that, and the other. But you know what?
Listen, I'm not going to brag too much. Listen, I made a bet that I felt I had a legitimate chance of winning. And let me explain something for all those people out there.
Yeah, why don't you do that while I count out your 5,000, okay, pal?
That'd be great.
Because whatever you guys say about him or whatever you did, the bet was a very legitimate fucking bet. Mm-hmm. I was scared to death of the bet from the beginning, but in a situation to pick up 35,000 off 5,000, I wanted a little hit for the NBA. I wanted to hype the NBA. Not everybody's pumped up about it, and I wanted to keep our listeners hyped up. But there's a couple people out there that were saying that you were the dumbest motherfucker in the world for putting that bet out there.
Yeah.
There were also saying people that I was dumb. it is what it is, and that's why we do these things for people to talk. But ain't nobody dumb. We're professional sports bettors
we both
that
do
fuck
it.
with millions of dollars, and these aren't games we have money on. These are games we're fucking around. Because if anything, I lost, and I lost them both.
This
Go
was-
ahead and tell these people about it while I count out your 5,000.
That'd be awesome. This was just a little prop bet between Steve and I. It was a little fun wager. To defend myself to the guys that were talking smack, the bottom line is there's a difference between percentages and probability. I was betting strictly on probability. Just for the record, I did go to school for economics. I'm no dummy. I know what statistics are. I know what probabilities is. I had probability classes, statistic classes. Doesn't matter. It was a fair bet for the both of us. I gave him 7-1. Was I scared that I might lose 35,000? You bet your fucking ass.
Scared money don't make money, and at the end of the day, the only person collecting is you. Okay, at the bottom line. So
I was strictly going on a probability factor. It's very, very hard to go 28-0. And the fact that they were on the road for 7 straight fucking games, it's pretty unheard of to go 7 straight games on the road and win every game.
they got comfortable, Skip.
Yeah,
I mean, they had no.
Hey, listen, it happened. They lost one game, and they might not lose another one for another 25 games.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, for all those people that thought Skip was an absolutely idiot, the only idiot is Steve Stevens. But here's the thing that I want you guys to understand. We are blessed enough to where we actually make millions of dollars for real. A lot of people in our industry are false. They're fake. They're telephone tough guys. They claim to be doing something that they're not.
Right.
On their internet, they're 15-0. You know, we actually make millions of dollars in doing this. So, you know, if I lose a bet to you for 5,000 or 10,000, it doesn't change my lifestyle at all.
It's not going to change mine either. It's just going to have an impact on my intake with Crown Royal and Keno.
Yeah, so like I said, I guarantee you this $5,000 right here is
going right
going
to
to
the
the
casino.
fucking Gold Coast.
Oh, you got
Okay,
it.
Can you tell me what you're going to do with this 5?
Well, I might go to PT's Pub and Grill right down the street from my residence. I might go to the casino.
Okay.
Chances are some bartenders, some waitresses will get a piece of that. I'll put a little bit in the machine. I'll play some Keno.
So the money doesn't mean a motherfucking thing to
don't
you.
mean
You're
it-
going out there to blow it because you want it and you don't give a fuck.
That's it. I'm happy I won it. I'm glad we made the bet.
So the family's full over there. You're not taking any food off the family's table, by blowing?
Oh, hell no. But it's not changing my life one way or the other. It's just going to help me have a good night tonight, I can tell you that. And on the other hand, let me just say this. Had I lost that 35,000, and believe me, I had a chance. I was getting extremely nervous.
I was the one. I think I got too cocky because I'm starting to tell you, put your Santa suit on. You, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have no idea. I was busting this motherfucker's balls every night. Get your fucking Santa suit on. Come bring me my son's fucking money. Come and bring that 35,000 to me on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and I got slapped in my face.
Hey, we had a good time, man.
And we have a good time all the time having
If
fun.
I'd have lost that 35,000, that would have been my entire Christmas bonus. The wife would have been a little upset. And listen, nobody was going to get cheated any presents or anything.
No.
However, it would have put a fucking hit in my pocket. I can tell you that.
That's just all I want people to know, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we're over here doing this for real. We got a major podcast deal, but more importantly, our room is the #1 documented sports service in the world. We write anywhere from $250,000 to $400,000 a week in business, averaging between 100 and 200 new clients. We're not really worried about it. When you have a company that wins, people find you. We don't really have to worry about finding people. They find us.
Yeah, we're definitely not calling anybody out of the phone.
But hear me out. Let's not take this too deep. You won the bet fair and square. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm done talking about it.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
Here's your $5,000. However, but before you get up, hold on. Before you get up, everybody also knows that we were fucking around the other night and we had a little bet. Okay.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we had them at a pick'em. You said that Philly would win the game outright. I said no, they wouldn't. And it looks like they gave it to the Bills raw. No OJ, no straw.
That was a hell of a game.
It was a great game. Like I said, it was worth a $1,000 bet with you because it was something that was worth me watching. Because I've told my clients over and over and over, I treat this as a business. Unlike you, when we have 100,000 on a game or 200,000, you go home and watch the game. You know me, I watch a different game. So the way we root in shit's completely different. I look at my big shit as a business. I look at the numbers at the end of the day, but it gives me a game to watch like when I fuck with you. So I actually watched that game on there. And once again,
That was a great game.
I was a fucking loser.
Well,
You haven't beat me in two
Shit.
bets in a long fucking time back to back, dude.
well, I'm going to take that 1,000 straight to the bar as well.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what's beautiful about these new bills? How little they are. Like I said, you know, 50,000 used to stack like this. 50,000 of the new bills is like this. But anyway, man, I love you. I know you got your microphone on. Want to hand this to you in front of everybody. You know, Kenny, go ahead and get the overhead view. You're pretty good at doing the camera shit. You're pretty sharp. Anyway, there's your $6,000. fair and square. You
Thank you,
fucking
sir.
deserve it, like I said.
Thank you.
After the show, I'm going to need to borrow that back if you don't mind.
No.
Yeah, now anyway, like I said, do what you want with it. You
Thank you.
earned it. You fucking deserved it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Skipper won the bet. Golden State did not stay undefeated. It's tough, dude. It's very, very tough. It was good for basketball. It was giving me that old Chicago Bulls excitement where you want to see them win. But I think that in the case of the Chicago Bulls, people from other teams and cities truly wanted them to win. I think this is a case where people acted like they wanted Golden State to win, but deep down wanted them to lose.
I got to be honest with you. Had I not made that wager,
You wouldn't have gave a dog fuck about either one.
No, actually, I was enjoying watching them win because I like a team that comes out and plays hard every fucking day.
That's why I made that bet.
And wants to kick your ass every day. I mean, I respect that, and I was actually rooting for them until I made that wager.
Right. Well, and like I said, man, that's the whole reason why we did it. So congratulations to you on that. I like to have a little bit of fun. Let's get into a little...
Stop by the bar after work, and I'll buy you a couple drinks.
No, I'm going to pass. I'm going to play quarterback. I'm going to go home. I got my son at the house tonight. I got to take over to the lights over there at... what the fuck is it called?
I know where you mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Christmas lights?
Yeah, the Christmas lights over at the Goodwill or whatever is it?
I know.
What is it?
I can't think of it.
Salvation Army,
I
whatever.
know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and you walk through and you get to see all the beautiful lights and
That's
all
what
the
you're doing
different
tonight?
displays. Yeah, I'm going to go over there. Magical Force is called, brother.
Beautiful.
Shout out to Magical Force, Las
Shout out.
Vegas Salvation Army.
Shout out to the Salvation Army.
Absolutely. Shout out to Chet Buchanan over at 98.5 KLUC, taking care of the 12 days out there raising money for kids and bicycles and presents and stuff. You guys do some big shit for Christmas. I'm a Las Vegas Nate. And shout out to you, Chet Buchanan, for getting your ass up there for 12 days, because I wouldn't do it for $1 million fucking dollars.
I feel like a fucking charity around here sometimes the way I've been giving out these winners.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, well, you know what? That is what it is. But, you only feel bad, if you don't get nothing in return. But they say it's better to give than to receive.
Of course it is.
I like to receive and to give, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I like them both too.
Let's get into the podcast today. Like I said, since you broke me for 6,000, since I'm 6,000 lighter to start the show. But like I said, I'm a man of my word. I pay my debts. I wish you fucking clients would do the same. Take a page from my book. If you fucking come up with a commitment and the guy wins, pay your fucking tab. Anyway, moving on to celebrity news. I guess there's a big thing going on with Kourtney Kardashian. I guess Justin Bieber posted a picture of him, or a supposedly picture of him and who they think is Kourtney. If you look at your computer there, it's just a picture with him in front of her. You can't even tell who the fuck it is. Can't even see the girl's face.
So what's he saying? That's Chloe?
Well, if you look at...
That's Justin Bieber and Kourtney.
Yeah, that's
The one with Disick and...
Yeah, well, as you know, Kourtney and Scott Disick are separated.
Okay.
They're no longer together. And he posted a picture where he's got the girl on his black Audi. He's in between her there. It looks like Khloe Kardashian. It looks like Kourtney's leg or whatever. They can't confirm it. But the tag says, Lord knows.
Oh, boy.
You know that Scott Disick calls himself Lord Disick?
Right.
Yeah, so Lord knows. At the end of the day, there's rumors swirling around about the 21-year-old hooking up with the 36-year-old Kourtney Kardashian. And,
She's 36 years old, got what, 3 kids?
3, but who cares? She's probably got some fire.
Apparently, she's got...
I mean, just because, hey, listen, you got to realize that girls with kids...
apparently, she's got something left, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, sounds like she's got some fucking El Scorcho. I know she's got plenty of paper.
I don't know. She's a crazy one. To me, she's the absolute craziest one of all of them, really.
Yeah, well, she had her little deal there where she didn't wear deodorant, so she was musty for a little while.
Oh,
she was going against wearing chemicals and this, that, and the other. I'm not for a chemical-free bitch at all.
She doesn't want to
Put your deodorant on, put your perfume, smell good, look good, and let's go out there and get it done, sweetie.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sitting next to you and smelling a fucking armpit. That ain't mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can use more than one sheet of toilet paper, too.
Exactly. She's taking off one bland by land. Sweetie, I'm taking off a roll around my hand and shoving it in my ass.
You ever read...
Well, I use them new wet wipes, so if you use the wet wipes, you're good.
You've heard of these celebrities.
Yeah, they take
only
one tissue at a time.
I can only use one square at a time. I got to save the environment.
Yeah.
No, I got to save my asshole.
Yeah, that is correct. Give me the wet wipes. I'm going to use 4 or 5 of them. Make sure I'm cleansed. I don't give a fuck about the chemical at all.
How the fuck do you wipe your ass with one fucking square?
Man, I'm telling you, these people, listen, I was all for turning off the motherfucking faucet when you're brushing your teeth. Save water, this, that, and the other. And I did it for a little while.
Yeah,
but
not me.
I stopped it. I stopped it. I mean, the world's going to happen how the world's going to happen. We run out of water, we run out of water.
Listen,
the apocalypse happens, it happens. A new world order comes, it happens.
Right.
I mean, with all this ISIS and all this shit going around, but we got to hear about FanDuel getting banned in New York, but handle our fucking terrorists
Listen,
first.
when they got the fucking fountains over the Bellagio spewing water all day long.
By the millions of gallons.
Don't worry about the fucking water I'm using when I brush my teeth. And then don't worry about the toilet paper I'm using either.
Lake of Las Vegas borrows 300 million gallons to fucking
Right.
build a community that's not even there no more.
I won't use enough water in my lifetime when I'm brushing my teeth than the Bellagio uses in one fucking day.
Oh, fuck. I love it. I love it. But anyway, so supposedly Courtney and, my man over there, Justin Bieber, are getting together.
Yeah.
And Bieber's a cool dude. They probably could get together, smoke a little weed, and probably have some fun together.
Well, we could probably get the inside on that, considering.
We will. I'm going to find out what's up. I'm just saying, by looking at the picture, I can only go off what they give me.
Right.
That does look like her leg and her shoe. Like I said, I've seen her up close. I know her. However, without a face, I'm not the type to put a jacket on somebody unless I know for real. But I could see those two getting together.
I can't. It makes for an interesting story.
But I can, because she kind of likes white boys, number one. She's the only one in the family that does like white boys.
Right.
And, Scott Disick isn't your picture-perfect white boy that the girls would like. I mean, even though he was cool, she said he had a big dick and fucked her kind of hard. Dude came home drunk, his whiny voice, claiming to be Lord Disick. He's a trust fund kid. He's not from the streets. He acts like he's hard, but he's a trust fund kid with money. He's not no fucking boss.
But he's a good-looking dude with his own money.
He ain't no Steve Stevens. He ain't from the streets, got a big dick, fuck the shit out of you, and still gets it done.
Well, listen, I don't like guys. I'm just saying. He's a good-looking dude, and he's got his own money. And
but if you ask the women out there, would you take Scott Disick or Bieber? I don't even think Scott Disick would get a vote. Okay. This guy was blown up due to the Kardashians and a trust fund kid.
Right.
Cool dude, though, like we talked about before.
Yeah.
Love to go snort a little blow with him, drink about fucking 500 Jamesons with him,
Hey, I'd like
and party all fucking night.
I'd love to go out drinking and gamble with him. Anytime you want to stop by, Steve, we're here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or Scott.
Scott, yeah.
Scott Disick.
Yeah. So, Justin, if you are beating up that 35-year-old pussy with 3 kids, God bless you, because it's probably El Scorcho. Like I said, man, girls with kids know what they're doing. And for a 21-year-old that's going from, there's a big difference of a 21-year-old to a 26-year-old versus a 26-year-old to 34-year-old in the fuck category. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 21 to 26, you know what you're doing, you're experimenting with shit, but you really aren't in tune with your shit the way you should be. 26 to 34, girls are knowing how to shoot nuts, guys know what they're doing, you're experimenting shit that you've already done, and some good sex can happen during that time.
So you think she's teaching him shit, or he?
I think she's rocking his motherfucking world, yeah.
He ain't teaching her nothing.
No, he ain't teaching her nothing. She's done it all, been through it all. I'm sure Disick's put 2 fingers in her ass. I mean, she's done it all. If anything, she's taken his little dick on a journey he's never had before. Probably tearing his little dick off, and he probably likes it.
Hey, Justin, congratulations, man. Tear that shit up, man.
Yeah. I mean, when I was 21 years old and I got with a 30, I'm just telling you, as a 21-year-old male, if I got with a 34-year-old Kardashian that had all that money, it would kind of be an excitement level.
Right.
Like I said, if she was good, she was clean, she was exciting and horny and excited, probably be a good thing.
It's like hot for teacher. It's like banging your teacher or something.
No different than that.
Or the mom in the neighborhood when you're a teenager.
Well, exactly. Well, let me ask you this. Would you rather fuck Courtney or the mom?
Courtney.
I hear you, brother. And moving on, they say Khloe Kardashian, the sister, who I like a lot, this is a girl that pretty much keeps it real, I've always had her back, opens up about her struggle with anxiety. So you're saying you have anxiety, Khloe? Well, welcome to the fucking real world, sugar tits. Who the fuck doesn't have anxiety, Skip?
She opens up about struggling with anxiety.
Yeah, she says that she's been coping with anxiety. Lord knows I've had stress and anxiety lately, she said. Alluding her, estranged husband Lamar Odom, with his situation collapsing and being hospitalized, and her battle with her own staph infection that she got. She said this year has been a horrible year for her, but it's almost done. She's praying that 2016 will be a better year. What she's saying is she struggles big time with anxiety. So do I. I have anxiety every fucking day of the week.
Well, who doesn't?
Well, that's what I say. You want to see what anxiety is? Come hang with me and Skipper for about 90 days and bet millions of fucking dollars.
Yeah.
We'll have you wanting to jump off a motherfucking cliff. We'll show you what motherfucking anxiety is.
You don't know what anxiety is.
Put $1 million every weekend of somebody else's money on your motherfucking back with them depending on you to win, and tell me the anxiety that you get then, sweetheart.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, the kind of anxiety you and I go through in a 30-day period.
If we were 18, we'd have a boil on our neck this fucking big. If we were still going through puberty with our stress, I'd have zits on my back, my chin, my head. Thank God I'm a 40-year-old man.
There ain't enough fucking drugs or alcohol in the world
No.
to take care of the anxiety that you and I fucking go through on a regular basis.
And that's a fact. And here's the other thing. She says, is there a recipe of marijuana? Is there a certain mix of marijuana? Sweetheart, if anything, a certain mix of marijuana will give you more anxiety.
Yeah, it'll make you worse.
I've smoked every fucking marijuana. I smoke every... Speaking of that, here you go, Chloe.
Well, that's exactly why I don't partake these days. I mean, it makes me crazy. It gives me anxiety.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Chloe, marijuana will actually give you anxiety because it opens up your mind a little bit. It makes you think.
Yeah.
It elevates your mind.
And we don't want those Kardashians thinking, that's for sure.
No, and like I said, we wouldn't want you to start thinking at all. But anyway, like I said, sweetie, everybody has anxiety. I had a lot of anxiety in my life as a child. And to be honest with you, I don't mean to bring this up, but I had to do a little prison stint when I was 18, and that actually cured my anxiety. I sat in a 5x7 in the hole for 90 days before I hit the yard, and I came in a lot of conversations with God ready to lose my mind. So my advice, sweetheart, and the thing about Xanax does cure my anxiety, but I don't like when I'm arguing with my friend, tell him it's Tuesday and it's Friday. So, Xanax takes you a little bit slow, fucks you up a little bit, and it makes you a person who you're not. It makes you slow, makes you not think in the right mind or whatever. Like you think you're on point and you're talking, but you're coming off like
you're like, hey,
what do you mean? I'm not on Xanax. Hey, darn. One of my salesmen, Tony Coffee. Hey, darn. I'm not on any. And he's looking at me like this.
Hey, darn.
Hey, darn.
Hey.
I'm not on any Xanax. I
didn't
been
think.
clean and sober. And
Xanax
Xanax is the only drug that you think you're okay, but you're in slow motion.
And everyone else knows you're barely moving.
So, Chloe, you know what? How I figured and got rid of my anxieties, I realized that everybody has it. I realized that life is fucked up in general, and you just got to cope with it. Take a deep breath. Don't let it get to you. And she says working out takes away. Working out will take away. Actually, my advice to you, sweetie, because I know that you smoke a lot of weed, and I know that you drink, you should actually go like 90 days. The first 2 weeks is hard as a motherfucker. I mean, you'll be sweating in your bed, stressed the fuck out. You go 90 days and not drinking and smoking, you will feel better than you've ever felt in your entire life. And that's a fucking fact because I've done it myself. So there is no mix of weed or whatever. Everybody has anxiety. Get over it. Realize it's no big deal and move on. Let's get it.
90-day, hashtag 90-day detox for you.
90-day, no weed, no alcohol, and come back in the interview and tell us how you feel.
Yeah, tell us how you're
Can we get back into sports now since that's what
Absolutely.
everybody watches our podcast about?
Fucking A, let's do it.
Moving on to the VIP Sports Podcast, let's talk about NFL, Skipper. I want to let you know that Kronk helps the New England Patriots get back on track. Kronk comes back into the game, helps them get back on track as they get an easy win last night in the late game on Sunday Night Football.
Gronk looked like a fucking beast again. He looked like, he made some great catches, some big plays in a 27-6 bounce back over the Houston Texans. Houston, you're a disaster.
You got like you said, you got J.J. Watt sitting on the sideline with a cast.
Yeah, J.J. Watt. He was actually trying to play with a cast. The thing was fucking this goddamn big. It looked like a club.
That guy has more heart than anybody I've
Yeah.
seen. The sooner he gets to a better team, the better.
Yeah,
because that motherfucker ain't shining in Houston.
I agree. He needs to go to a contender.
Yeah, he does. I mean, that guy, where do you think he should go?
Anywhere but Houston.
Anywhere. That's funny because I was going to say the same fucking thing.
I mean, somewhere where they got some semblance of a fucking team that wants to show up every week.
Yeah, well, you can't send him to Cleveland.
Well, no. I mean, no. Maybe
Send him to the Patriots.
To a contender.
Send him to Pittsburgh.
To a contender.
You put him on Carolina, he's a goddamn superstar at this point.
I was going to say the Chargers could use some help on defense, but they got fucking problems.
Pittsburgh Steelers with a stellar win over Cincinnati Bengals.
Big fucking win for the Steelers. They're now 8-5. They come up huge in a 33-20 win in Cincinnati. The Bengals go to 10-3. I got to tell you, man.
On their home field. And listen,
well, the worst part about that beating
is that the Steelers were whooping you the whole game, and it wasn't. They were winning the whole game.
Well, yeah. The worst part about the beating though was that they just lost Andy Dalton, and have you seen a picture of his thumb, dude?
Actually, I have, and it's the most disgusting fucking. Ladies and gentlemen,
I got a picture of it right here if you want to see it.
If you think this motherfucker's coming back next week,
oh my God.
Go ahead and show him that picture. I'm not even going to tell you what that thumb looks like. I'll wait.
Take a look at this thumb. I mean, if this
show him that thumb, Skipper.
If this is your thumb, you're fucked. Can you see that, Ken?
Oh my God. What is that?
I mean, if that's your fucking thumb, when they put a cast when they put a hard cast on, immediately.
Skip, what does that thumb look like to you?
That thumb looks like Jordan's thumb after a fucking weekend at the clubs. I don't know, from getting in fights or pulling his thumb out of some chick's
Hey,
ass.
you could put that. That is fucking hilarious. You said that thumb looks like Jordan's thumb after a Saturday night at the nightclub, huh?
Oh, my God.
That's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
That thumb looks...
Hashtag Jordan's thumb after a Saturday night.
There's Jordan's thumb after
Saturday night at the club with a young 26-year-old.
Six different chicks.
Oh, my God. Listen, you know what, bookies? You could take that thumb and shove that right up your motherfucking ass this weekend.
Oh, my God. On a serious note, if that's your thumb... you're fucked, man.
To you Cincinnati Bengal
Wow.
fans, that's your quarterback's thumb, and you think he's coming back next week?
Yeah.
Buddy, you got a lot of. You better get
he's
to a
done.
hyperbaric oxygen chamber quick.
Yeah, I say he's done. And I might have jinxed him because I was just telling you. You were just asking me who I thought might be able to beat, the Panthers on the last podcast, and I said Cincinnati looks pretty strong.
Yeah.
And in the AFC, if it's not going to be the Patriots, Cincinnati was looking very good.
Hashtag your thumb needs a hyperbaric oxygen chamber quick.
Well, they got the kid from Alabama coming in now to take over. I mean, he's a decent quarterback. We'll see what happens.
I want to personally I personally want to shout out the Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
They have really shown a professional NFL team to the fullest this year. They've represented NFL. They've represented football. Little ears, you are hearing more than any other motherfucking quarterback I've ever seen or heard in my motherfucking life.
13-0 now.
It sounds to me like he hears no evil and sees none either. This motherfucker's out there kicking fucking ass.
He definitely doesn't hear any evil with those ears.
That's what I'm saying. He don't hear no evil, and it sounds like he don't see none either.
38-0 over Atlanta.
An absolute blowout motherfucking winner. They destroyed them.
Now,
they annihilated them.
Yeah, I mean,
they opened up a can of whoop ass.
It was 14-0 in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, my fucking God.
38-0.
You talk about a subliminal message. We've told you guys subliminally to bet that team every fucking game.
Well, they're 13-0 straight up, and they've covered 10 out of 13 of those games, Steve. So if you're betting Carolina, you've been cleaning the fuck up. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're 10-3 to be exact.
Will they go undefeated? We talked about this. Next week, they got to go into New York and face the Giants. I think that's going to be their biggest test.
I don't think so. I don't agree. I feel they're going to be pumped the fuck up. They're going to take this record a little bit stronger than Golden State did. And I think they're going to get the job done.
Well, I think if they do stumble, it'll be next week against New York, in New York, because then they're going to play Atlanta again, a team they just fucking destroyed, and then their last game's against Tampa Bay in Carolina, so they got a chance at 16-0.
I got them beating Atlanta. I got them beating every team they play for the rest of the year, and like I said, I don't know how much credit they're going to get for that schedule winning. However, they got my credit. They got my vote. I got to give credit where credit's due. And I tell you what, the Carolina Panthers organization, Cam Newton and Little Ears, you guys have been kicking ass and taking names. Keep it up.
Back to the Steelers real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention something about Pittsburgh. This is the 5th game in a row now that they've scored over 30 points in a game.
I told you when they got Big Ben and they're running right, and it seems to me like this is a team that's going to be healthy in the playoffs versus a lot of these big boy teams are suspect right now.
5 straight games of 30 points or more. That's pretty strong.
Even though Gronk came back, Brady got that win. Are you fully convinced that they're healthy?
No, they're definitely not healthy yet. It was a big win. It was a big bounce back. They looked good. Like I said, on the road, it's a big win. They won by 3 touchdowns. They were playing Houston. Listen, the Patriots, let's not make any mistakes here. The Patriots are still the team to beat in the AFC. However, be careful. Steelers are looking strong. They're coming on strong.
There's going to be a few teams that we'll talk about later as we get stronger into the playoffs who I can tell you who's going to win it all. I'm going to narrow it down to 3 teams, and like I said, it might not be the Patriots.
Well, how about this in the NFC real quick? If anyone, there's a couple teams that can maybe knock off Carolina. It's not going to be easy. Arizona looks good. What about Seattle? What are you thinking about Seattle? They are getting fucking hot right now.
They're actually hot as a pistol, and you better stop fucking with them because they look like the team that won the Super Bowl out of nowhere.
Yeah, Seattle is starting to look strong again all of a sudden. They've won 6 out of their last 7 games. They're not fucking around anymore. They're getting their shit together.
Hey, listen, it's Monday night. We got to move on. I know we want to do these long podcasts, this, that, and the other, but
Monday Night Football, baby.
It's Monday Night Football, and these people are looking for us to get on the phone. Moving on, I thought the worst game on TV, which was a great game for the Raiders, as the Raiders defeat Denver Broncos 15-12 in one of the ugliest fucking defensive games I've seen in my fucking life.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Khalil Mack with 5 sacks. Hats out. I mean, you were a fucking beast.
Congratulations.
I don't know if it was natural or you were on some juice or you smoked some good kush, whatever the fuck it was, you ate your Wheaties. You went out there and fucking kicked ass, and you look like a man amongst boys out there.
Hey, listen,
you were tearing up that motherfucking offensive line like they were fucking a high school team.
I was a defensive fucking end, as you know, Steven. I got to tell you something, man. Congratulations. 5 fucking sacks in 1 game in the NFL at this level of play. Fucking congratulations, Mr. Mack.
And then last but not least, I want to give a shout out to the Philly Eagles, Southside Philly, the trailer park, everybody else out in Philly. Shout out to Skip out there for making $1,000 on Philly. Want to shout out the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a good loser, man. Like I said, this is a game for big boys. You got to know how to win, and you got to know how to lose. You just got to make sure you're winning a hell of a lot more than you lose. And I've won a hell of a lot more games and bets against you than you've won from me.
That is true. I do like the fact I got a couple stacks back.
Why don't you talk about Shady McCoy?
Shady McCoy, well, listen, sorry, you lost the game. You should have kept your mouth shut. I do respect the fact that you got down on your hands and knees like a bitch, and you did kiss the Eagles fucking logo at midfield before the game, as you should have.
Well, that showed a little respect. I wouldn't have did it. That's some bitch shit.
As you should have.
Uh-huh.
And sorry, we probably knocked Buffalo right out of the fucking postseason, for sure. And the Eagles are still there. I mean, Washington 6-7, the Eagles 6-7. The Redskins beat the Bears, as we all know. Big game tonight for the Giants in Miami. So
that is correct. You got a stellar matchup. You got the Miami boys taking on
New York Giants.
I don't know, man. This game's going to be fucking a real good game. Two shit teams in my eyes.
Two shit teams. You got the Giants at 5-7 and Miami at 5-7.
Yeah, two evenly matched teams, and
both teams' defense giving up 25 points. I mean, the Giants score a little bit more, but
Dolphins have a little bit of edge because they're at home, but it's not a game that you want to put your money on. However, we do have a stellar fucking play on the total. So if you do want to make money on this game and you call us in time, give us a call, 877-220-6540. One last thing in NFL. Bills say, the Buffalo Bills organization released, the officials are a disgrace to the NFL. Well, I mean, that's nothing new.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that in our last podcast.
Tell us something we don't know.
Tell us something that we don't know. It is what it is. You got to call a spade, so what? Deal with it. The NFL refs fucking suck. They're going to continue to suck, and it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a fantasy and FanDuel update. Judge says FanDuel and DraftKings must stop in New York immediately. However, in appeal court, they win and ordered to operate while the appeal is in effect.
Yeah, they got to stay, for sure.
Well, I mean, one of my YouTube listeners, Jim Stevens, thinks they may have a judge in their pocket. You think so, Jim?
Well, I mean, everybody should have a judge in their pocket.
I know I do.
Yeah. A couple attorneys and a couple of
I
judges.
have several in my pocket. Yeah, you make sure you give in your city. That's what you do. However, if you and I own DraftKings and FanDuel, we'd already be in prison with a 25-year fucking sentence for interstate gambling, IRS fucking fraud.
They got somebody in their pocket.
Interstate gambling. So, yes, they definitely have somebody in their pocket there, Mr. Stevens.
Legalized
Doesn't take a
sports
rocket
betting.
science to figure that out.
Legalized sports betting. That's what we support.
We love FanDuel, we love DraftKings, but these are computer tech dorks that are acting like they didn't know that they're running an illegal sports book and they're playing dumb. And like I said, guys like me and you would already been locked up in prison. God bless you for having the balls to do it.
It's a lottery, man. It's a lottery.
You guys are running either a lottery or
gambling.
or it's a gambling, one of the two.
You're definitely gambling.
I'm
It's a
with
lottery.
you. I'm not against you. I want it to be legal everywhere. The fact that you guys are playing dumb and not acting like you're not running a booking organizations, hilarious to me. Keep it going. Make billions of dollars.
We're on your side. Don't forget.
We're on your side, but don't forget, at the end of your little commercials when you're popping bottles of champagne, don't forget where people can vote for the legalization of gambling. Make sure you let them know what bill and what city they can help the legalization of gambling. What bill are you guys going to create and then get all your clients to sign? You guys got millions of people. You guys are the only ones that can make this legal. So come up with a bill, get it signed. You guys are our only hope right now to go to the legislation and make this shit legal. I'm glad.
Yeah, we're in a great position right now.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not mad that a guy like me and you don't own the company. I'm saying that I'm glad that it's a computer tech dork, because me and you would have been in prison with no question, and they're actually getting somewhere.
We're helping to start the conversation when it comes to legalized sports betting, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, all we want to do is make sure that it happens for you. We want to make sure that you're getting taken care of, and you guys are the ones in a prime position to make it legal. So I say keep fighting it. Keep a judge in your pocket. I mean, I think so. I mean, it might be fun and games, but there's big money involved in this shit. It's hundreds and hundreds of millions and billions.
Oh, yeah.
And last time I checked, I mean, Vegas was built on fun and games. Vegas was built off gambling and sports betting. You understand that?
Marcus Banks is here. Would you like to bring him up?
Well, I mean, tell Marcus as much as he's not retired. Like I said, I think he's getting a tryout for the fucking Kings. We just blew the marijuana. There's no way I can bring my NBA player in here while I'm smoking marijuana. I would love to give him a shout out if he wants to come in here and all that, but I don't think it would be good.
Tell him it's a little smoky.
It's a little bit of smoky, but I don't think he's going to pick up anything about it. But he's more than welcome to come in here and say hello and tell him we're doing our podcast for another 10 minutes. Anyway, like I said, Steve Stevens. All we do is deal with players, coaches, CEOs. Good friend of mine running Rebel, Marcus Banks in the house.
Marcus Banks in the house, people.
See, he said he don't give a fuck. He keeps it real. He's from the streets. True
Nice to
OG.
see you, sir.
You know, what's going on, Banks?
Hello.
Oh, man, just coming by to see what's up, man. Telling the fans, you know, it's a little cloudy in here. Skip has his medication, you know. I don't want to get you guys under any scrutiny or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because, shit, you're still getting, you told me you're getting ready to do a little thing over there. To go, what are you going to go fuck with the Kings or what?
Man, got a couple words.
But you're still in the game, right? I was wondering, man, you know, I was impressed. I was telling my man, talking good about you, saying you're the youngest retired motherfucker I've ever met. Got his paper, got in and out, lottery pick. Marcus Banks, one of the baddest UNLV running Rebels to ever play, you know, supporting him with day one. I actually brought Floyd Money May to his first game to see you guys sitting behind the bench. I know you remember that.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Before you know it, he's at the lottery getting an NBA chain. Fuck, Floyd, you ain't even got me a chain. Can I get a motherfucking chain? But anyway, Las Vegas native, good friend of mine, known him forever. And like I said, man, just coming by the office to see what's up. You got to stay around money. You got to stay around players. You got to stay around coaches. You know, we don't talk about no games or shit like that. We talk about basketball. We talk about having fun. We talk about going to dinner with our girls and ways we can make millions. Huh, Marcus?
That's right.
Outside of the NBA, considering sports betting is one of the biggest things in the world. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know what you're doing or what you just did with the mic, but we don't want you to fuck up the show here, Veronica.
Okay.
You made it about 5.
Turn
His
that
mic
shit
is
down a
way
little
too
bit.
loud. Turn it down, Kenny. You're
You just blew my
disrupting
fucking
shit.
eardrums.
Yeah. Turn that shit down, Kenny. Can you hear us a little bit better?
Yeah, that's good.
Marcus, are you good now?
I'm good, man.
All right,
I'm
they
good.
can hear you, man. What's going on, Marcus? What's popping?
Man, ain't nothing, man. Just chilling. Same old shit.
Well, I appreciate you coming by, man. You know, first time on the podcast. If you guys don't know, Marcus Banks, like I said, UNLV running Rebel.
Running Rebels.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a bow for your OG running Rebel. Anyway, lottery pick, superstar, went to the Boston Celtics. How many teams have you played for total now, Marcus?
I think it's like 4.
4. You think it's 4, huh? See, he walks into our office.
man.
Loses track,
He
man.
walks into our
Hey,
office
man,
like
it's been a long time, man. Shit, what you expect, man? You know
yeah,
what I
but
mean?
man, that smile on your face is obviously you're doing good. I know money's no issue.
Nah, I'm still grinding, man.
Yeah, you got 99 problems. Money sure ain't one of them. You know what I
it better
mean?
not be one of them.
Nah. Well, she's looking at me like, nah, it ain't no money problem at all.
I'm in a better situation over here.
Yeah, Skip
You
won a
look
little.
good. You look good,
Yeah,
man.
we did all right.
Yeah, you know, we're getting our money out there. But anyway, Marcus, we want to, you know, we told the fans that you might be stopping by. Like I said, we hang out with a lot of players. You know, we do our thing. But like I said, man, it's all about being born and raised in Las Vegas. I'm third generation. I've accomplished a lot of shit. And like I said, man, you had a great career in the NBA. You know, I wanted to ask you, you know, who was your favorite team to play for? I know I told Skip who I thought the answer would be, but I want to hear it from you.
Man, it depends, man. It depending on who's coaching the team. You know, also it depends on the city. I think I would have to say, I mean, I know this would probably be surprising to everybody, man, but I think it might have to be Minnesota.
Minnesota.
That is shocking.
Yeah.
Well, you know, listen, and I know you got a girlfriend and this, that, and the other, but for NBA, there's a lot of white girls that love some motherfucking NBA brothers in Minnesota, dude.
Well, I don't think that's the reason.
Well, I'm just
Now, you know what?
telling you the truth. Me and Banks can go to Minnesota. Steve Stevens with millions of dollars. Not one white girl's coming to me. They're coming right to him.
Yeah.
And Marcus, am I lying?
Nah, you ain't lying, man. You ain't
Okay.
lying. I'm telling the truth.
So,
What'd you like about Minnesota?
You know what, man? I guess it was just the atmosphere. You know,
Who
I
was
think,
coaching?
Dwayne Casey, which is in Toronto right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, he actually was the person who, you know, gave me the real chance. Of course, I played for, you know, Doc Rivers, D'Antoni, and guys like that.
and killed it.
Yeah.
And was
then-
leading the league for a minute.
Yeah, and you know, I did my thing or whatever, but I think that Dwayne Casey gave me the opportunity when I was there. You know, I averaged like 18 and 7, and which
Killing
you know
it.
got it to the point where you know I signed my next 5-year deal. So, you know, like I said, man, Dwayne Casey definitely
So
him
he
and
showed
KG.
you.
Shout out to Dwayne Casey. That's right from the NBA, showing a lot of love.
There you go.
Yeah.
He showed you enough love to help you get that other contract. Is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
He let me do my thing.
Yeah,
man.
I got the subliminal out of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, so, you know, because as a fan, I loved watching you play for Boston. Come right from the Rebels, get out there and do your
sure.
thing. Obviously, some things and with Rivers trying to win or whatever the fuck he's doing. But when you were over there playing, you was killing shit. And like I said, you were leading the league in some shit for a while there.
What do you think about Golden State's run?
You know what, man? I like Golden State. You know, like I
Monster,
said, I think they have a chance to get the Bulls record. That's
Yeah.
72-10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just you gotta understand, man. That's something that never happens. And for it to happen like right now at this time, you gotta understand you're going on the road every other day. You know what I mean? Like on the plane, off the plane, sleeping in hotels. And for those guys to actually, you know, come together and play the game and win games through all the adversity that they're going through, like I just think it's unbelievable. And I mean, they went 24-1.
Yeah, that was a hell of a road trip.
Like where does it happen at?
Well, that's what me and Skip were talking about. I agree with you. I feel it's just like the Chicago Bulls. It's giving NBA a little life right now.
No, definitely.
Guys like Skip don't watch on the regular basis are now looking at TV to see what's popping.
No, absolutely.
So it's good for NBA altogether with that type of shit.
Yes, it is.
So I agree. So what they had 7? This was the 7th game on the road that they lost.
Yeah,
they lost on their 7th.
They were
road.
just. I put it to you like this, man. Like with that kind of schedule.
Were they tired, Marcus?
They were exhausted.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, they just wanted that shit to be over, like hands down. You know what I mean? And they just pretty much let them guys have it. You got to think, man. Every single team in the league, they damn near been through the whole 32 teams or whatever. Like you got to understand, man. Every night is a championship game for the opposing team.
Absolutely.
You got to think like they want to beat these guys to be like we're the first team.
Yeah.
But they're looking at it like, well, shit. Like I'm glad it's over with. You know what I mean? Like let's move on to the next one. The good thing about the NBA, man, you have to have a short memory. You know what I'm saying? Because you still play tomorrow. So.
You guys better listen to exactly what he's saying. This is a guy that's made tens of millions of dollars playing in the NBA. He ain't fucking around. That's first type information you only get to Steve Stevens. You know what I mean?
Pay attention to these NBA teams on long road trips.
Long road trips.
Yeah,
right?
you hear that? Yeah, he's trying to give you some inside information there.
That's part of the reason why I bet against them going 28-0.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other thing, Banks, I mean, like I said, does not playing, because I could tell, man, like I said, when I seen you the other day, like I said, I could tell, like, you're bored, man. You want to fucking play. I know it ain't the money. Like I said, you bored? You itching to fucking play again?
Man,
or what?
I'm definitely, you know, I'm in the gym every single day. I'm still grinding. And, you know, yeah, I'm tired of, you know, sitting at home.
I could tell.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I turned down, like, I just got off the phone, you know, not too long ago with the team, you know, overseas team or whatever. But, of course, man, you got to look at it like this. Of course, I can go overseas and make, you know, a couple $100,000, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's nothing like being home and, you know what I'm saying, playing in the States.
United States of America, man. That's where you're from. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Fuck.
God bless America.
Hey, and God bless overseas if they're willing to pay us, too, if we ain't got nothing else going.
Might as well go get that money.
But that's not you. You're a winner. You know how to ball, huh?
Definitely. Like, I mean, I still had the same love for the game, man, as I did the first day.
I love it. So, well, then I'm completely, I mean, you guys hear it right here. Ain't going to take long before he gets back in the league because I'm looking at him. He said he's in the gym every day, and I can name at least 20 fucking players that you can replace right motherfucking now.
At least 20.
Yeah, at least 20 players that you can go out there and replace right now. I'll put you on my team any day of the motherfucking week.
For sure.
But like I said, man, it's a pleasure. We got NBA royalty in the house. You know, so it just goes to show no matter what profession you're in, if you're making millions of dollars betting sports, if you're in the NBA, you've got to have motivation to keep going. Like he said, he's bored. You know, I make enough money to where I can go retire with my kids right now and not have to do this. I do this podcast because I'm bored. I like to stay on the grind. I like to stay motivated. And with my talent, I know I'm going to continue to win games.
You got to stay hungry, man. Complacency. You got to avoid complacency at all costs.
Without any shadow of a doubt. And if you're young enough to go out there and go get it, you got to get every fucking dollar that you can.
Amen.
Bottom fucking line. Because, you know, like Banks and myself, we come from absolutely nothing. We've had to earn every dollar we've ever got in this world.
Right.
And like I said, you put it out there, I'm going to go get it. You know, so at the end of the day, man, Marcus, I appreciate you coming by. You came out at a perfect time. I appreciate the guests. I mean, you guys want to give any shout outs out there?
Nah, man, we good. I just come over to see my big brother.
Oh, man, I appreciate the love, man. Sure. At the end of the day, you guys make sure you support Marcus Banks on his way back to the motherfucking NBA, whoever team he chooses to play for. And like I said, he will get in one way or another. More importantly, support legalization of gambling, VIP sports, support your running rebels. And like I said, at the end of the day, nobody wins like us. Nobody has information like us. You want to deal with players, coaches, CEOs. You want to get on the edge. You want to deal with somebody that actually does what he says he can do, and that's make money and win games. Go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com.
You want me to tell them about the 12 days of Christmas real quick, and then we'll get the fuck out of here?
Go ahead, Skipper. Go ahead and get them up out of here.
Well, listen, if you've been listening to us for the past year on this podcast, you've seen the television show Money Talks on CNBC, and you're still sitting on the fucking sidelines, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, this is what you've been waiting for. It's the holidays, and we're going to play a little Santa Claus right now. Ho, ho, motherfucking ho.
Oh, yeah, catch a hoe and another hoe. Merry Christmas.
Catch a hoe, get yourself some dough so you can pay for that hoe.
Oh, that's a motherfucking fact. Hashtag pay for your hoe this season.
That's it. So here's what we're going to do.
Tell them the
Okay?
promotion, Skip.
We're going to run the 12 days of Christmas. It's going to start tomorrow, which is Tuesday, straight through Christmas Day. The 12 days of Christmas here at VIP Sports. You're going to get our VIP plays, personal service from one of our representatives, maybe even myself or Steve if you're lucky. Call in for 12 days of Christmas, college and pro basketball, college and pro football, and don't forget the bowl games start this Saturday. 12 days of Christmas for $199.
I was going to say, when you get to the fucking point, you read about 13
$199
Okay.
for the 12 days of Christmas. If
So
you
what-
don't give us a call right now at 877-220-6540, then you just fucking absolutely hate money and there ain't a damn thing I can do for you.
You heard it first, ladies and gentlemen. Like the Big Skipper said, we're doing the 12 Days of Christmas special. You call up tonight. As soon as you hear the podcast, we're selling you 12 days of service for $199.
That's a
Bottom
steal.
motherfucking line.
You should
We don't
be-
ever
yeah.
do that. It's $2,500 value, but, you know, I feel like Santa Claus, and that's my gift to you guys.
That's it.
It's going to be the best $199 you've ever spent in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time where you deserve to shine. There comes a time where you need to go over and beyond what you ever thought was possible. Get with the fucking winning team. Get with the program, and we'll make you more money than you've ever made in your motherfucking life. Fair enough. VIP Sports, Steve Stevens, Marcus Banks, thanks for coming by. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. I'm out.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. We play with big cash and we blowing money fast. Riding in a plush Benz trunk full of money bags. I need a G for every light bulb on the Vegas Strip. Naked bitches in my mansion dancing to some player shit. Made a grip on the grind, but I started out with nothing. Dealt me a bad hand, but I still won bluffing. I'm Steve Stevens. I make G's when I'm sleeping. Some coward shot me up as they ain't want to see me breathing. Nice try, but my bosses never die.